want everything now. We want everything quick. When life is everything but that. Marriage is, we have to understand that marriage is never 50-50. And, you sort of wonder how that idea kind of got out there. I have found that if you stick with it, over the course of your entire relationship, you may have 50-50 over time. Mm. But if I look over my marriage, if I were to judge it in year 5 or year 10, there was never 50-50. Somebody was always giving way more. Someone always needed a different kind of thing. You have to evolve with it. And so, yeah, there were times when I felt like I was 70% in and he was doing 30%. But I think that, and I've had to compromise as he has. I've had to, because of the choices that I made in the terms of how I wanted our family to look. Yeah. I had to take my foot off of my career gas pedal, never putting on the brake, but slowing up a little bit. Those are the natural compromises that are required. And I feel bad when I see young people giving up on their relationships because there are periods of hard, there are periods of discomfort. As I have told young people who ask me about marriage, I was like, you have to be prepared to have long stretches of discomfort. And long, I mean, it could last for years. And don't put kids into the equation because that's just another layer of complication. You love them to death, but they will shake your marriage up and turn you both upside down. So I think it's important for us to be honest in those conversations, not to glamorize what a partnership feels like, because then young people quit too soon. They quit before they've really, played out the full scenario.
Okay, so Michelle Obama did this interview. Looks like she did it maybe a couple weeks ago or whatever. And let me tell you something. The girls on Twitter were trying to eat her up. Okay? They were trying to eat her up. It could never be me. Periods unhappy. I could never. And ironically, they proved her entire point. A lot of these modern women, these younger generations, these women who are trying to fight against being the woman that their mother was, that their grandmother was, a lot of these women, okay, and don't get it twisted, because modern women doesn't come in a certain age bracket. You got some women with kids that are very grown that have this exact mentality, right? They are not suitable for marriage. They good to sneaky link. They good for the hookup. They good for fun, for a good time. They're good to maybe date, okay, here and there. But they are not suitable for marriage. And over and over and over again, they prove that. How can this woman who has been married for I don't even know how many years, for a long time, come and speak about marriage and y'all are trying to drag her all because you are not equipped with the tools to stay with somebody for longer than a couple months? Every couple of months, because y'all don't went through that, 3 or 4 phase, you so used to trying something new. So every couple of months, you cause a problem in your relationship with your man so that you guys can go ahead and break up so that you have the door or the reason to finally experience something new because you got bored. You lack stability. Maybe you never seen it growing up. Okay? And so now, instead of trying to change the narrative, you just stick with it. Hold on to it. Generation after generation gonna be the same way. Loving chaos, not being stable-minded, not having a stable household, like just flipping and flopping. Based upon your feelings and how you feel. Oh, I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing that. So I'm not going to do it because I don't feel like it. Like, that's how you guys would rather live. Unfortunately. A lot of women want the marriage. I'm sorry. No, they don't. No, they don't. A lot of women want the wedding. They want the wedding. They want to show off to their friends. They want the party. They want to be down. Okay? They want to hang out. They want to, do all these things. They want to prove that they have the bigger ring. They have the bigger, the bigger wedding party. Their color scheme was the best. They had the best, what do you call that? Honeymoon. Like, they want to prove all of that. But the marriage, baby, they don't want that. The minute that something looks like it's not how it was supposed to be when they were in the dating phase, or the minute that the marriage lifestyle that they envisioned is not going as planned, they are ready to jump ship. I've even talked about this before. Some people are unhappy for a couple years. Just as Michelle Obama said, sometimes they're just not happy, miserable. But they are committed to the duty of marriage. They are committed to the principles, to the structure. I'm gonna be happy, but I'm gonna figure it out. So many people have come across, have come up. We saw it with Tia, okay? And, they're just like, well, I just deserve to be happy. Everyone deserves to be happy. And so I just want to be happy. And me and I and me and I. And whenever you got married, it was never just about you, baby. It was not. It's about that other person as well. And it's also about the overall duty of the both of you. Not just you walking around like, oh, well, I feel like this, I feel like that. So, since he's not making me happy, and again, a lot of you guys can't even be happy because you don't even know within yourself what will make you happy. You have no idea. No idea. Y'all are so busy watching other people's lives. They look happy. Oh, how come they look happy? They look happy. Oh, how come they look happy? They look happy. I want to be like them because they look like this. And how come we don't look like this? Comparing yourselves. Comparing your marriage. And then I love the fact that she said, and then you guys want to put a child into it. Like, that's going to change anything. Like, that's going to make anything better. How? Two of y'all can't get along. Now you're going to add a child that's needy. Now we got to see the different parenting styles. Now we got to see how you're going to move with this. Now we're going to see how you're going to operate like this. Like, how is it supposed to make anything better? And I said this before, but I really believe that a lot of women who claim that they want to be married need to get around some married folk and ask them the hard questions. Hopefully those married folk around them will be honest. Because if we want to be really, really truthful, a lot of women say that they want to be married, but a lot of them don't. They just don't want to feel like they failed in that aspect of their life, but a lot of them don't. And the reason why I say that is because not only are they the first ones to file, but also they believe that the whole thing about marriage is centered towards them. And systematically it is. The man proposes. It's all about the bride on her day. So then they go into the marriage thinking that, again, it's all about me. Because the wedding was all about me, so is this. And it's so sad. And it's sad that, again, that a lot of these women cannot take any teaching. They can't take the teaching from nobody. If you as a man are trying to, like, how can the man lead the woman? If women can't even influence other women. Like, and then you wonder why men are looking out elsewhere. And then you wonder why men are saying, I don't know. She's going to have to show me something. So many women complain, oh, on the first date, he wants to know if I'm this. He wants to know what I bring to the table. He wants to know that. Oh, he's asking too many questions. He should be. He should be. He want to know if you are an asset or if you are a liability. All of the fairy tales and, we can thank the movies for that. All the fairy tales of how weddings are supposed to be, and oh, this is just how it was supposed to be, and I'm supposed to feel like this all the time. That's the only thing it is movies. Because real life is not operating like that. There's ebbs and flows in everything. You might love your job, but every single time you go to work, you are not going to be in the happiest mood. You're not going to always want to be there. Sometimes you do want to go home early. It doesn't mean that you hate your job. You just want to go home. You're tired. Had enough for the day. You might be tired in your job for a couple of months, but you have no problem putting in the work in there. Some of you. But to the most valuable relationship in your life, you don't want to put any work in. You want it to come as easy as pie. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I want to play this one more time because I want you guys to hear everything she said because I love everything that she had to say.
So we want everything now. We want everything quick. When life is everything but that. We have to understand that marriage is never 50-50. And you sort of wonder how that idea kind of got out there. I have found that if you stick with it, over the course of your entire relationship, you may have 50-50 over time. But if I look over my marriage, if I were to judge it in year 5 or year 10, there was never 50-50. Somebody was always giving way more. Someone always needed a different kind of thing. You have to evolve with it. And so, yeah, there were times when I felt like I was 70% in and he was doing 30%. But I think that, and I've had to compromise as he has. I've had to.
She said everything that they don't want to do. They don't want to compromise. And if the marriage is supposed to be 50-50, they want it to be 10%, 90%. They only have to give 10% and he gives the 90. And if he is lacking on his 90%, he got to figure it out because they're so selfish. Compromise, they're looking at her like, what? That's why they were dragging her on Twitter. They're like, what are you talking about? Sis, it could never be me. And you're right, it won't be. You are so right. It will not be you.
Because of the choices that I made in the terms of how I wanted our family to look, I had to take my foot off of my career gas pedal, never putting on the brake.
What'd she say? Did you hear that, boss chicks? She had to take her foot off the gas and make it coast for a little bit because she understood the place that she had to stay in for her man to lead and to guide and to elevate their family structure. Oh, okay.
Slowing up a little bit. Those are the natural compromises that are required. And I feel bad when I see young people giving up on their relationships because there are periods of hard, there are periods of discomfort. As I have told young people who ask me about marriage, I was like, you have to be prepared to have long stretches of discomfort. And long, I mean, it could last for years.
And this is the thing, right? We live in this generation, we live in this time now that everything is about your comfort, right? If you're scrolling through Instagram and everything is not, you kind of get bored and it's not showing you what you want to see, you go to TikTok and you scroll fast. If somebody doesn't make you happy on TikTok in 5 to 10 seconds, think about this where we're at right now. In 5 to 10 seconds, if somebody doesn't make you, it's not satisfying you on TikTok, you scroll. Right? You're watching TV shows on Netflix, on Hulu, and, the whole series is there because you don't have time or the patience for commercials anymore. Think about it. So we're in this time of self-pleasure. And because of that, if something is not pleasing to you, you feel like, I'm just going to go get another one. I'm just going to do this another time. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And for the majority of people, you spend most of your time trying to replace what you already had. Because you think that you're going to be lucky enough to get that again. And more times than not, you will not be.
And don't put kids into the equation, because that's just another layer of complication. You love them to death, but they will shake your marriage up and turn you both upside down. So I think it's important for us to be honest in those conversations, not to.
And that's the thing too. Like a lot of these people, they, have a hard time in the marriage, and they say, "Oh, I know what will fix it: a baby. Let's have a baby." Then they have the baby, and then they still end up broken home, relationships not working. Okay, now they divorced. Now she's still living the lifestyle that she thought she wasn't going to, but it's because it's the mindset of, like she was just saying, glamorizing, pretending like it's something that is not for the outside world, but not really taking inventory of like what's really going on with us. Like maybe we need to, have an outside counsel. Like, what's going on with me and you? Why are you feeling like this? Why am I not feeling like this? Oh, I understand. We're stressed out because of the bills. We don't have money like that. So we're going to have hard times. We're trying to, get things together. We're trying to do this. We're trying to do that. And life already is hard. So no wonder. Maybe we need to take a step back. Maybe we need to analyze how we can deal with stress. And what she said is accurate. People just rather just walk away. I'm sorry, I can't even say people. A lot of these women rather just walk away. But I would love to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and hit that post notification bell. I post a video every single day, but if you hit that bell, it will notify you when I post, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.